Welcome back to the Dynasty Hotseat, the only Dynasty show out there that is a certified inferno. And we're continuing our draft, a win now team series, this time from the middle of the pack. If you missed it, we've already done the draft a win now team from the start. This is the middle. There will be another episode this week. How to draft a win now team from the end. If you don't know how to get those, you know what you need to do. You need to like, you need to subscribe, you need to hit that bell if you want to make sure you don't miss out on all that good content. We're on a roll, guys. I want to hit that 700 mark soon, so you can help out. You've been here before. What the hell are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Start the draft. Win now team. CJ Stroud going 1-1. Anyone seen that? Leave a comment below. You seen that happen in any leagues so far where a guy like CJ Stroud goes 1-1. Quick reminder, 2 RBs, 3 wide receivers, tight end, 2 flex, and a super flex. That's what we need to fill here. I see a guy like Justin Jefferson right off the bat that I love, but I'm going to do something, and I hope it's going to work because I'm actually going to take CeeDee Lamb here at wide receiver 1. Is CeeDee Lamb my wide receiver 1 in the rankings? No. He's in the same tier as Justin Jefferson. But I'm going to take CeeDee Lamb because, guys, what I want to do in this win now strategy, I want to pair him up with Dak Prescott, and I'm going to take a risk that he's going to come back. So let's take CD, and we don't want to see Dak Prescott come off the board. He's definitely going to, right? That is definitely going to be probably at 206, right? Probably right away. Hey, look at that. Goddamn worked, right? Could we even, but Dak's ADP is way down, guys. We could maybe even risk it even more and go ahead and pair up CeeDee Lamb with Tyreek Hill and then get Dak in the third. Would that be super risky? Let's hedge our bets here. I'm taking the bet. I'm waiting on quarterback. That's a bit risky, but I'm going to do it because we have 3 wide receivers to fill, and that is huge. Getting those 3 receivers. If it was only 2, I don't think I would have taken the risk here. I'm taking the risk, which almost never works out. But here we are in the 3rd round. Dak Prescott is still there to link up with CeeDee Lamb in our win now build where stacks are more important if you want to win now. Obviously, stacking is a huge thing in redraft, right? So if we're building a win now dynasty roster, let's think a bit more redrafty, right? So let's take Dak. We've tied up Dak with CeeDee Lamb. I'm delighted with this start. Dak, CD, Tyreek locked in. Let's go, guys. Let's see what we can get done here. Next, I see someone like a Saquon Barkley still there available. He is an awesome running back 1 to lock in for a rebuild, or not a rebuild. He's not very good for a rebuild at all. For a win now, give me Saquon Barkley as our running back 1 to continue this absolutely stacked team. CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, Dak Prescott, Saquon Barkley. Yeah, this screams win now. And this is where we just hammer home that same aura the whole way through. We want to keep this win now team on track. Who's going to help us? Guys like Mark Andrews are going to help us. I know I took him in the last one, but this is why I said Mark Andrews is the biggest value in Dynasty Fantasy Football right now. In the 5th round, you kidding me? In what world should you be taking Brock Bowers or Trey McBride above Mark Andrews? I don't understand. Trey McBride wishes he had a season like Mark Andrews has on a regular basis. Brock Bowers wishes he could get to a place like Mark Andrews. I don't get it. He's only 28. I don't see it. I don't see why he's such a screaming value, but I'm happy to scoop up as much of it as possible. Let's have a look who's here. Man, the ultimate win now piece, that's Derrick Henry. Give me some Derrick goddamn Henry. We're signing him up with Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry. Hey, that's a pretty sweet team in 2019, but we don't care. We are going to ride this team till the wheels fall off. And Saquon and Derrick Henry are going to help us do that. So Mike Evans, I mean, again, that is just a great value. We're only thinking win now. Mike Evans, he's right up at the top of ADP, ladies and gentlemen, but it just makes sense for us. We got CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, and Mike Evans as our 3 wide receivers, Saquon and Derrick Henry, Dak Prescott, Mark Andrews. This is a beast of a team. Let's keep that rolling. We can start to think about getting a 2nd quarterback now as well. Sorry, we have not filled that slot yet. I see Kirk Cousins. I see Baker Mayfield. I see Mike Evans on the team. I see Baker Mayfield here. Hey, we're looking pretty good. I have question marks about Bryce Young, especially for a win now team. I have question marks about Kirk Cousins. I'm not going to lie. Kirk Cousins, a guy so good, he's on his 3rd team. Right? Baker Mayfield, again, he's also got question marks, guys. Can't lie about that either. So I am a little bit torn here for the first time in this draft. I'm going to take Alvin Kamara above these guys, I think, I really like Alvin Kamara this year. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on a quarterback coming around him. Hopefully, we're not going to see many come off the board as Bryce Young and Baker Mayfield obviously come off immediately. So I'm going to take Alvin Kamara. And I'm hoping that we have a decent option here. Kirk Cousins is here. Matthew Stafford is still there. A great option at quarterback too. I think we can actually wait on someone coming down. So let's wait on Matthew Stafford. Let's go ahead and let's lock in a guy like Aaron Jones is there, who I love this year. Give me Aaron Jones, will we? Give me Aaron Jones. Really like Aaron Jones this year. Again, it might only be a one-year thing, but we don't care. We're trying to win this year. We're trying to get in, get all that prize pot, and then not worry about our buy-ins for a couple of years because we have won the lot in year one. So let's lock up Aaron Jones. Let's see. What are the quarterbacks? Quarterbacks still up at the front. I'm going to continue. If they're going to drop, I'm going to let them. So let's go ahead and let's pick up Chris Godwin here. A guy, if you've watched the show before, I love Chris Godwin this year in particular. Moving back into the slot, I think it's going to do absolute wonders for him. And I will take a quarterback here in the 11th round for sure. Deshaun Watson just coming off the board. Who is the most reliable out of those guys? It's Matt Stafford for me. Give me Matthew Stafford there. Love having him as a second quarterback. Super, super solid guy. Not worried at all plugging him into the lineup. And we might even take a third quarterback a little bit down the line here. So let's see who's available. Raheem Mostert still available, as is Marshawn Lynch, DeAndre Hopkins, Cortland Sutton. We're starting to get into a little bit question marky territory here. Who do I have the least question marks about here? It's Raheem Mostert. He's a guy that I love for a win now team. So let's take Raheem Mostert, plug him in. I'm sure he'll still be a big part of this offense going forward for this year, certainly. So let's keep Raheem Mostert as, hey, we left the draft board. What's going on there, guys? Let's load that back up, shall we? Here we go. We should be back on the clock, are we? Almost are. Team 7, that is... Oh, they are. There we go. Let's do an auto pick for them. Chigo Conco coming off the board. Bet they wish it didn't let me auto pick. I said absolutely terrible. Terrible choice. So let's see. We have got 3 picks to go. Man, Jacoby Myers, he's safe as houses, isn't he? He's a good guy to come in, plug in. If we're having injury worries, we can plug in a guy like Jacoby Myers and be super pleased about it, especially because we have 3 wide receiver slots to fill. So let's get Myers locked in. Let's see. Maybe we have some value at QB. We could even take our next quarterback here. Do we take a guy like Nix or Levis? Or even do we take a punt on Justin Fields? Probably not. I think we go ahead and take... Give me Will Levis. Give me Will Levis for this. I think Will Levis is a guy that... I mean, if you look where Bryce Young is going in round 8 and where Will Levis is going in round 14, that is a disparity I don't quite understand between the two. Because I've got them neck and neck. If anything, I've got Levis ahead of Bryce Young, actually, for Dynasty Fantasy Football. So I'm really happy getting Levis in there. And final pick of the night. What running backs do we have? Hey, nobody really. Do we have a good second tight end that we could pick up? Kinda. Wicks is up there. Javon Baker's up there. We'll go ahead and take Javon Baker. He's got a bit of a chance to become that number 1 target in New England right away. So let's go ahead and pick up Baker, a guy that has a chance. Let's review this team. Win now from the middle. Dak Prescott, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, Mark Andrews, Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, Matthew Stafford in the Superflex role. Then we also have Chris Godwin, Raheem Mostert, Jacoby Myers, Will Levis. I'm rounded it off with a little risk on Javon Baker. Leave a comment below. What did you think about this team? Was it better than the team from the early slot? Was it worse? What would you have done differently? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you've done all the good stuff below, right? That like, that subscribe. It really, really does help out the channel. If you made it this far, you should be doing that, right? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Remember, later this week, we're going to do the same thing. Win now from the end of the draft. And then we maybe compare all 3 and see how it went. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.